Hello and welcome. Today we are going to start with the first chapter of geography of class 7, environment. So let's get started. Don't forget to watch the last part of this class. There is something for you. So let's get started. Environment is a combination of basically two things, biotic and abiotic. So what's biotic? Basically, they are living organisms such as plants, animals, humans, etc. Abiotic, non-living things such as land, stone, chair, table, etc. So what's natural environment? It comprises of land, water, air and animals. You may have learned in class 6 about the domains of environment. You may have heard about lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and so on. So let's revise that. At the same time, let's learn a little bit more about each of these. So we have lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. So what's lithosphere? It's the solid crust, or you can say the top layer of the earth. It's made of rocks, minerals, thin layer of soil. But remember, this land is not flat. It's very irregular. So you have mountain, plateaus, plains, valleys, and it provides forest, grassland, and land for agriculture. Okay, so all you do is you remember this under lithosphere. It's a top layer of the earth, rocks, minerals, thin layer of soil. It has a very irregular surface. That means uneven surface, like mountain, plateaus, plains, valleys. And today I want you to go and Google the images of mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys. So you'll get a better idea. Okay, let's move on to hydrosphere. Let's move on to hydrosphere. So domain of water is referred to as hydrosphere. So it's a domain of water and it comprises of, that means it's a combination of water, rivers, lakes, sea, etc. Let's move on to atmosphere. So what is atmosphere? I'll make it even more easier for you. Atmosphere is the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth. So all you have to remember is thin layer, air and earth. That's it. So you have a picture of earth in your head. What is atmosphere? Thin layer of air that surrounds the earth. And it protects us from many harmful rays or radiations of the sun. And it consists of gases, atmosphere, water vapor, etc. And when there is change in an atmosphere, there is change in weather and climate. The climatic condition changes. So what's biosphere then? Even more easier to remember. Plant and animal kingdom together make biosphere. Or you can also say the living world. It is a narrow zone of the earth where land, water and air interact with each other to support life. I'll repeat that again. It's a narrow zone of the earth where land, water and air interact with each other to support life. Let's move on to the next topic, ecosystem. So what is ecosystem? Here I'm going to introduce you to a new word, interdependent. I know this may be a big word for you, so don't worry, let's break this word. I'm sure you know the word dependent. That means you are dependent on something, right? So interdependent means we depend on each other for survival. I'll give you an example. A herbivorous animal who eat plants need plants to survive, right? Same way with carnivorous animals, they will require meat to survive. Omnivorous animals will require both plants and animals to survive. So that's the meaning of interdependent. All plants, animals, and human beings depend on their immediate surrounding. What does that mean? There could be an ecosystem of rainforest, there could be an ecosystem of grassland, there could be ecosystem of desert, mountains, etc. There will be certain kinds of animals who will be found only in these particular areas, and they form part of that ecosystem. Alright? So let's move on to the next one. So what is human environment? As time went by, humans started to interact and modify environment according to his need. So they started to grow crops, domesticate animals. They invented a wheel. Now there was also barter system. Now what is barter system? Basically it's trade. So what used to happen is there would be exchange of goods without the use of money. Example, somebody would say I have 1 kg of rice and the other person says I have about 2 kgs of potatoes. So they would exchange each other's goods without the use of money. And finally, our environment is so important to us, we have a special day to celebrate it. 5th June is celebrated as World Environment Day. Let's not wait for that one day to be celebrated as World Environment Day. Today I invite you to go and plant one sapling and look after that plant. You'll be very proud of it, and share your experience in the comment box. Just imagine, hundreds of students are watching this right now. If every student just plants one tree, you will make a difference. If you find these classes helpful, hit that like button and let me know about it. And also, subscribe to this channel so you get all my classes. Take care. Thank you very much.